wow, this is the work though that will produce the desired end result. It's, being able to climb in the trenches now when it's not convenient, it's not comfortable, when the kitchen isn't very beautiful yet. You have to be a problem solver. You have to be able to troubleshoot, because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to stay on target with your goal. Your goal, your dreams
records from the universe, Night of the Champions, Olympia, and the pro world. And with those records, I just keep on improving. I keep on knowing more and more, and I keep on knowing my body to a T. But you always can learn more. I have such a positive outlook that I would win, that when I do go on stage, the judges can see this aura, around me, that I do really want to win. And I have this, I just look, there's the winner because of that positive look that I do have.
The journey, you know what I mean? You got where you at, you got where you trying to be. And then you got all this shit in between that's not gonna matter when you get it. You know what I mean? So I feel like
you're here now. Be purposeful when you are here. Be attentive. Be yourself. In this podcast, I give you life concepts, business concepts, improvement concepts, simplified, they're implementable and actionable. I am here to disseminate and give you the tools of life. I'm passionate about self-improvement. I'm passionate about success. I'm passionate about decoding what works and allowing you to see it for yourself so you could think for yourself. I'm passionate about thinking better, acting better, and living better. This podcast isn't for the weak. It isn't for the conformists. It isn't for the conventional. We are comfort killers. We get busy at creating life and loving it. We get busy at working on ourselves and asking more from ourselves. We get busy at creating life. Yo, it's 12/16/2019. Looking out my window, I see the harbor. It was snowing this morning. Beautiful. My toes are cold, but I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in it. Welcome to the Stacey A. Cross Show. It has been a hot minute. So hot, I took the minute, burnt my damn fingers, got plastic surgery, and I'm back. That's how long it's been. Before I get into anything, just know that I appreciate you. If you're listening to this right now, I appreciate you. You know what to do, so then do it. Okay? Second thing is, we just released the International Stackers brand tee. So just jump on thecomfortkillers.com. You'll see what it looks like. It's already in the store. Get yourself that tee and read the little manifesto that we put in the store regarding that tee. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it right now, because if you are a stacker like my boy Thelonious C. Jones, then you got to understand why we put this t-shirt out. And I love it when he said, man, I wanted to make it like the Knicks logo. I was like, man, I'm on your team, because, the Knicks is my team, but not for a while. I can't say it out loud. But the International Stackers brand by Thelonious C. Jones is a staple for money stackers of the world. You earn it and stack it. There's no other way to gain other than to be disciplined in your stack. Many want to throw their hard-earned money away by not following the simple rules in How to Stack Your Money. Remember the book, How to Stack Your Money? You could get the ebook on the website right now. Just click products. Thelonious C. Jones wants to unite all stackers of the world to be proud of the sole technique that created more millionaires than ever before. It's called stacking. Are you a stacker? Are you a part of the International Stackers Club? Show your commitment and dedication to your bread by wearing and rocking. Don't even wear it. You got to rock it. You can't wear this t-shirt. You rock it because you're part of the International Stackers Club. So I'm back. It's been a while. December 16th, before Christmas, the new website is launched. New motivation is here. New freaking inspiration is here. You know why? Because here. Let me tell you some crazy shit. I listened to my own self, and I was like, whoa. So I'm putting the website together. I'm like, okay, I got to use this piece. I got so much content. Let me not forget about that. Oh, snap, I need that. And I was working on the About Us page because I wanted to bring you through kind of the evolution, right, from 2016 to now, and where I want to go and where I want to take it, but blah, blah, blah. So I put that together, but I used this piece from an old web page that I wrote up about the Comfort Killers and why you should be a part of it. And man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. My own words hit me like a ton of bricks. So, I got a lot of books, right? So I decided to take the Comfort Killers book out because I was feeling a little off, right? And this is what happens when you choose to remove yourself from all the social media and the hype and the hoopla and all of that. But I really felt off. I felt like I wasn't really living to the potential that I really wanted to live and be free and independent. And man, I got to go get back a job. And I felt kind of depressed and some anxiety. And I'm like, yo, but I talk about all of this, right? Like we have to go through it. See, a part of being a comfort killer is understanding that you're going to have some up and downs, but you can't stay there. Like you cannot stay down. You cannot stay in that same position. So it's been legit a year since I've quit the job, right? Quit my job in 2018. So it's a year and a few months after that. That's a job in Philadelphia. I moved, right? I was in real estate, realized I disliked real estate, man. I disliked it. It wasn't my cup of tea. It might be your cup of tea to be a realtor, not my cup of tea. I just really didn't feel myself enjoying it. It was a lot of, I can't even really explain it. Maybe I got to write a book about it. I don't know. But it's not my cup of tea. And if you're doing well in real estate, congrats. A lot of fake people in real estate too. It's just a lot of hoopla. Everyone's trying to make it, but they're not saying they're trying to make it, Instead of saying, man, this shit sucks and I'm trying to make it and, I got to do this and do that. They're saying, oh, man, keep going. Yeah, life's great. Pump it up. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, you really doing that? Because I could see the production. Like my production was, it was slow, especially in the beginning, like for a good 9 months, it was slow. And I'm like, man, it depleted my capital that I saved up from my 9 to 5, and I saved this capital to go into real estate to build more capital and just like focus on the comfort killers. And I end up depleting the capital because I couldn't get anything from real estate. And I was like, oh shit, I'm a statistic, But it really taught me some valuable lessons as well. Don't get it twisted. It did teach me to really do what you want to do it because you want to do it, because it sucks doing something because you have to do it, So that was a part of it. And then it taught me like, shit, I better get some guap. I gotta get some money. So it really had me look at my ego because, I put a lot of things out online. And one of the things I put out online is, man, I'm quitting my job. I am out of here. I'm going to make it, blah, blah, blah. And then here I am looking back like, oh shit, I got to go get another job because I depleted all my capital just trying to stay alive. So that was one thing. And I'm glad, I'm happy though. I was able to stay out for a year with no job. Right. And really kind of have this period of my life where it was just real estate to make ends meet, but that's besides the point. I wanted to say that I read my own book because I was feeling a certain type of way though. I was feeling like, wow, am I really living up to my potential? And I know you may be feeling that too. Like sometimes you have these highs and then these lows and then high again. And it's this roller coaster. We're really not supposed to be on a roller coaster. We're supposed to be progressing, right? We're supposed to be always on the up and up. But the more people I speak to, the more people are like, ah, shit, I took a hit. I took a lick over here. I got beat right there. And I got stuck over here. But that's really what life is in a summation of it. But on a large scale, like when you're looking at a bird's eye view, it's supposed to have that progression up. When you deep dive it, magnify it, that's when you start seeing those slumps or those peaks and valleys, so to speak. So read my own book, opened it up, and the words that hit me, oh my God. And I wrote this, I don't even know when I wrote this, probably very early in the Comfort Killers building that. So let me bring it up here so I could share that with you because, man, I needed it. I definitely needed it. All right. So And if you go to thecomfortkillers.com, you can read it too by clicking our story on the main page. So who are we? We are the atypical and uncommon approach to self-improvement and mindset development, man. You know, the company is built for those that can't sleep at night. And I've had some illy nightmares. All right, so here we go. I wrote back in time that helped me out on our About Us page. It says, the method to our madness is to get uncomfortable and go beyond your comfort zone. We don't take small action. We run for the finish line, knowing that our muscles hurt and every cell in our body is telling us to stop. If you want massive success, and I got to change those lines. It's too typical, right? We're supposed to be atypical. It's typical, okay? If you want massive success in your life, you must be able to adapt in changing times. That's the line that really got me. Because I moved from Philly, moved to Baltimore, got a gig in this job here. And I don't even call it a job. You know, it's my resource center again, right? You know, that's my resource center, baby. We don't even call it a job, you know? So in the resource center, what I do now is fly NFL teams around. It's still an airline, but it's one of those off-grid, massive cargo NFL VIP military flying 747, 767s and all that big boy stuff. So it's fun, but it definitely pulls a lot out of me on a daily basis. I was trying to see how I could manage that. But also, I realized that I wasn't putting in the effort in the Comfort Killers, like this brand that changed my life, this brand that took me to the next level, the brand that made me meet a lot of great people out there doing crazy, awesome shit, the brand that I sacrificed for, the brand that I quit my job for. I wasn't doing anything for it. And I was feeling in the dumps about it. So, and I went on to write, you know, my old self here. I wrote, your reality is always changing. The car broke down. You lose a job. You want to start a business. Got a kid on the way. You got promoted, recently divorced, starting college, want to overcome addiction, want to lose weight, want more money, want more happiness. All these changes are happening to you, but you choose to remain the same person. And that, ladies and gentlemen, hit me like a ton of you know what. Why would it be you know what? Like, say the word. It can't be ton of shits, right? It's ton of bricks. And I go on to say, you simply cannot. These changes are sometimes gradual, but in some cases, sudden changes shift everything in our life. And as a comfort killer, you're not only prepared, but you have the ability to control them. What is a comfort killer? And why is it important in today's climate? And now I know this brand that I built for myself, really as a selfish way to produce and get out of where I was in 2016, came back as a way to get me out of what I was in 2019. Do you believe that? I believe it. And that's why I know it works. Man, this shit works. That simple stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been reading. I've been, researching. I've been still doing my thing, my personal D thing, right? No, I don't like that. I don't like that I just said personal D thing, okay? Personal development thing. Still doing it, but why is it that 2 lines sparked me to a point, got me up off my ass, get up, get out, and get it done, stays, right? And now giving me that fuel, the energy that I need, just a simple paragraph. That's how I know this stuff works. Everything that I've always dished out to people was always foundational, was always personal development. It was always the thing that nobody wanted to do. The thing that people needed. And don't get me wrong, I have stopped listening to 99.99% of the bacteria out there. And that's one of the reasons why I pulled away and removed myself from social media. But the thing is, there's a way now that I want to interact again. And this way is more clear than before. Because at one point, you always had where you wanted to go based off of where someone else is. Not based off where you want to go. So that's the most important lesson that you have to understand, comfort killers, is that in order for you to get to where you want to go, you have to eliminate. Maybe not do it as extreme like me, lose my job or leave my job and go real estate and go across the world and move again, because I'm just fucking crazy. But there is a way to change who you are from 1 minute to the next, like legit, and be like, yo, I'm about to be somebody else. Like, and then just think up that person that you want to be and actually go live that shit and feel good about it and get all these different energies and feelings that shit just a minute ago you did not have. And that's when you got the light, the awareness, the feeling. That's what motivation is, because here, I've been trying to say it, bro, for 3 years. Motivation is not external. Like, I can't give you motivation. I cannot motivate you to get up off your ass and do what's necessary. The motivation that I needed had to come from me. I had to self-motivate. And once you figure out how to hit that switch fast, quick, when you need it the most, or when you could actually see it and feel it, that's when that shit, it takes off. So how do you self-motivate then, Stace? That's the next question. Stacey, how do you self-motivate? Well, you have to start leaving these key things in who you are. These key triggers. Because let me tell you, the most hardest thing that I had to deal with was going to sleep. Okay? Why was that hard for me? Because I've already embedded things in me that made me feel a certain way when I was not living up to my potential, when I was not doing what I needed to do. So it would haunt me at night, bro. I'd wake up in the morning like, yo, whoa. Like, my own self is telling me all the things that I need to know. And the comfort killers process, the comfort killers method is what is needed right now in this climate. Today, right now, is what is needed. Because there's too much hoopla and hype about growth, bro. Now, everybody is a brand now. Everybody got something now. Okay? Everybody is this. Everyone is that. I remember going to a seminar. A little small. Well, it's actually a gathering. I remember going to a gathering. Here's the story. I think I actually told this story in another episode, but shit, here it is again. Okay? I go to a seminar and there's a panel of people. I'm one of the panelists. I'm freaking hyped. Got my book in my hand. Can't sit still. And I met a young girl. I forget her name. And she is a coach, right? So she gave me her business card. She's a coach. She's all, she's all hipster looking, with the fedora hat. And she's a good girl. Okay? Very well spoken. And I couldn't wait to hear her story, because everyone has a story. I couldn't wait to hear her story. So I'm on the panel, and before she gets to the panel, I got an opportunity. I believe we were discussing something on a side note. And so I overheard her say, I was part of the Starbucks problem where Starbucks, in Philadelphia, she was sitting in there drinking coffee, and, the guys came in to use the restroom and they got kicked out of Starbucks. A huge story. In fact, I think they sued and got well paid from Starbucks now because of that. The whole discrimination, kicking people out of Starbucks when Starbucks has a policy where you could open doors. I actually went into a Starbucks, side note, I went into a Starbucks and they had the syringe holder in case you are using, or diabetes, and, or you're just an addict and you shoot up in the Starbucks, because it's an open door policy, you shoot up in the Starbucks restroom, there's a syringe thing where you could at least be hygienic about it. So throw your syringe in there instead of just leaving it on the floor. I was like, what? It's the first time. It was weird seeing that in a restroom. But either way, neither here or there. She's speaking to someone. She said, she was in there. So she had to rush the story or whatever. I didn't get to quite hear it, but I did hear her on the panel, okay? So she's a coach for building confidence. She's a coach for women entrepreneurs and things like that. So that's her niche. And then she goes to the panel and she starts saying her rest of the story and what got her into doing this. And it was, she believed that something happened to her while she spectated that these guys were in the store, got kicked out, and that was her big break to become a coach. And I was like, what the fuck? But that's what everyone is saying right now, is that create your story, even if it doesn't make any physical fucking sense. Spiritual sense, no sense at all, but create your story so you can connect with people. Now, so she used this huge thing. She's not one of the people that got kicked out. She happened to sit there probably drinking Frappuccino, and she wants to be a coach because of that situation to help women, though, start a business. And it does, the shit does not align. And I was just like, wow, man. So this is what's wrong right now in this climate that we're in, is that there's a lot of falseness happening, and we got to get back to the foundation, and we can't leave that. Okay, we can't leave that foundation, because the foundation got me up off my ass today. The foundation is going to get me up off my ass tomorrow. You know why? Because I want it, bro. Because it's me. Because it's mine. Because I got to do it. Because I live for this. Because I bleed it, man. Because I created something out of thin air, man. And it feels good. Because I'm passionate about it. Because I keep spitting on my laptop screen. Because I mean it. These guys don't mean it. They just want to be in it. Why? Because someone's snapping a photo. Because it's a new status update, bro. They ain't really in it. They don't bleed for this. They haven't spent money, thousands of dollars, bro, and it didn't come back. They haven't hopped on a plane, went here, there, anywhere for this. They haven't sat up editing. They haven't knew where the next was coming from. They haven't been turned down. You can't put yourself in the same place as comfort killers, bro. This is not just a fad that moves from here to there, a trend that you're doing today and not doing tomorrow. This is not that, bro. This is real life, man. This is, I can't fucking go to sleep tonight. This is that it's haunting me. You know, I was turned down after doing everything I've done and creating podcasts with someone. And I said, bro, you got to pay me for that. And he looked at me and he said, no, why should I pay you for that? But then at the same time, want to smile in everybody's faces, right? When you're sitting in there in front of Grant Cardone. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not here for that hoorah shit, okay? I'm here to lead a fucking team of comfort killers across the nation that's ready to do it for bigger shit. They want to achieve, man. They want to progress, man. They want to know what's next, man. There's people that are really passionate about this. There's people that are just using it as a joke. So, if you're ready, I'm ready. I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. If you're ready, I've been ready. Just waiting for the right time. But then again, why wait for the right time? So, the Comfort Killers website is thecomfortkillers.com. I want you to hit the products page. Guess what? 2020 is coming. And man, what, like 50 more days? It's a whole new year. That's why sometimes I didn't even want to use my old content, but I realize it's the foundational stuff, so I'm going to. So I got a lot planned for you guys because I've been missing for a year. I've got a lot of plans. So you know I'm going to pump shit out. You know my middle name. There ain't no E in it. There's actually an E in my middle name. Don't tell nobody. But there's no E in my name. We're going to take the E out, put it in the energy, because I'm about to give you a lot of energy. My only question is, are you ready? I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Let's go.